Hey everyone, my name is TheiPadCat. Naughty Dog doesn't disappoint. Well, at least that has become the general consensus in the gaming community as of late. And I agree. Every single time I've played a Naughty Dog game, it has either met my expectations or excelled them. But does that mean we should just happily jump onto the hype train despite it's going 5,000 miles an hour? No, I don't think so. And believe me, I have so much faith in Naughty Dog. But it's important to set realistic expectations. The Last of Us Part 2 is without a doubt objectively going to be a good game. But with Part 1 being one of the most beloved and critically acclaimed games of all time, expectations have been set astronomically high. How Fallout 4 was received should act as a warning to not set your expectations through the roof. Fallout 3 released in 2008, and with the years, more and more fans came to love the franchise, and the further time went on, the hype for a potential Fallout 4 was going through the roof before it was even announced. And when it was eventually announced at E3 2015, excitement exploded. And it didn't get better when Todd Howard took to the stage and essentially promised the king of all Fallout games. What happened? Well, people had set their expectations astronomically high, so when Fallout 4 eventually released, no matter how good it was, no matter what Bethesda would have done to make it a good game, fans were going to be disappointed anyways. There was no way ever Bethesda could have ever met those expectations that were set within those years between Fallout 3 and Fallout 4, and with the hype that they exploded with the E3 conference. But since these expectations were set so incredibly high, people were just disappointed because of their expectations. The OG Battlefront 2 has a really good quote for this.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
This entire expectation thing should be even more telling when the man, the myth, the legend himself, Neil Druckmann, even said at the latest The Last of Us Part 2 panel at PSX 2017 that some fans inevitably will be disappointed with the game. Also, what he said during the PSX 2016 conference, and the PSX 2017 conference for that matter, that about The Last of Us Part 2 being something new, should be signs enough for us to set our expectations realistically.
But you just have to lean into that fear and just say, you know, we're doing something we believe in. And the hard thing that I was getting to is there's going to be fans of the first game that aren't going to like the second game. And that we have to be okay with that. And there's going to be people that just never played the first game are going to love the second game. And all we have to do is all we can do is be true to ourselves and keep making what we believe in.
Right.
That's it.
That's absolutely right.
That has always worked for Naughty Dog, and that will forever be how we make games.
I hate to break it to you, but Naughty Dog is not going to make The Last of Us Part 2 a fan service. They're going to make their own game, as they've always done before. And that might mean that we don't get those moments that we loved so much from The Last of Us Part 1, and that's okay. As long as we go in with an open mind, reasonable expectations, and trust in Naughty Dog that they will do what they think is right with Part 2, it'll be fine. It's when we, the fans, set our own definitions of what The Last of Us is and what it should be that we set ourselves up for the same type of disappointment that the Fallout community had when Fallout 4 was released. Anyways, that's just what I think. What do you think? Are you riding that 5,000 miles an hour hype train, or are you trying to set your expectations at a reasonable level? Tell me in the comments down below and let's discuss it. And until next time, have a great day.